We just built the cutest lounge chairs so we can lounge out by the pool.
And would you believe that I was able to build 2 for around $150?
Pretty impressive.
So let's get to building. We've already built one. We're going to take you on the next build with us to build the second.
Okay, what's the first thing we're gonna do?
So the first thing we're gonna do to build these lounge chairs is to build the frame, and it's just a rectangle box frame, and we're using 2x6 boards that I have ripped down to 5 inches wide on both sides. It's not a necessary step, we just do it to make it look a little bit more modern and clean, like we didn't build with framing lumber.
Yes, so if you don't do it though, you'll definitely need to modify the plans to make up for that. So.
Yes. So we need to drill 2.5-inch pocket holes at the end of each of these long boards. So we are using our very favorite Kreg jig. It's the 720 Pro. It's their newest model. And we love this for so many features. It's a huge upgrade from the K5 that we used to use all the time. For starters, you can switch between 3/4-inch stock and 1.5-inch stock without changing anything except for the depth collar. So let's move these over here and build our frame. We've moved everything up on the sawhorses to save our knees and backs, and we are putting the end boards, which are also 2x6s, ripped down to 5 inches on each end, and we're gonna attach them with 2.5-inch pocket hole screws and wood glue.
All right, let's do this side now. You want to pull it down there? Pull it towards you?
Oh, yes.
It's like a door frame, Ashley.
That's what we're building.
DIY door
Lounging
frame.
door frame. So the frame is done. Super easy. 4 boards, 2.5-inch pocket hole screws and wood glue. Now we're going to add the cleats on the inside, and these are going to support the slats that make the, what? The bed for the cushion?
Sure.
Does that sound right?
Sounds good to me.
Whitney says sounds good.
Yep.
So that's what we're doing.
Yuppers.
So the first thing that we're doing before the cleats is adding the back support, and this is what the armrest for the back that hinges up and down, that's what this is going to rest on. So we are putting it, the backrest. So we're putting it 6 inches from the end, and this is upside down right now, so we're going to have pocket holes facing up. I've drilled 1.5-inch pocket holes at each end, and all of my 2x4 boards I ripped to 3 inches because I've already said it looks like it's not framing lumber. So if you want to know how we rip our boards, we have a how-to video. You can just click right here and watch that. So we're using 2.5-inch pocket hole screws and wood glue. This is going to be flush with the bottom of the frame.
There we go, there we go.
That fix it?
Yes, queen. And just like that, we have a chair. Okay.
So this is upside down. We're going to flip it right side up and add those cleats. So the cleats I ripped 2x2s from the 2x4s. It's just cheaper that way. And these are going to go down from the top, and we're going to attach them with 2.5-inch wood screws and wood glue. Okay, these cleats are going to be 2 inches from the top. That'll give us a 1/2-inch lip for the cushions to sit down in so they don't blow and slide all over the place.
At this point, I'm going to use our Kreg Quick Flip to pre-drill the holes for this cleat. We love this thing because it bores a hole so you can countersink your screws. And Ashley will be sharing a link to this goodness in her post with the free plans. You think like 6, Ash?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's the perfect size. It's the perfect size to hide those Kreg screw heads. We are using the blue-coated outdoor 2.5-inch pocket hole screws. And I am just going in behind Whitney, since there's 2 of us and only 1 quick flip, and using my Kreg driver to attach these. Oh, so nice.
Okay, we have the frame done, the cleats done, and now we get to add the 24 slats. So we have our first slat in place. These are 2x4s that we've ripped down to 3 inches wide each. These are gonna be 3/4 inch apart, and we're gonna stop just about past middle to make the back of the chair. So we're also gonna be using our quick flip for this. Ash is gonna place them all in place. I'm gonna come behind and pre-drill.
So we've got the seat slats down. Now it's time to move to the back slats. And the first thing that we have to do for that is build the slider for the back slats. And we are going to do that with a 1x4 board and 2 1x2 boards. I actually ripped these from a 1x4 because it's a lot cheaper that way. We are gonna drill pocket holes on the back side and attach these end pieces to it just like that. So it's gonna be 3/4 inch pocket holes on the back and 1 1/4 inch pocket hole screws. So what I was showing you guys with the 2x6 that I was drilling the pocket holes into, we love the 720 because we can switch from the 2x6 board to a 1x board without making any adjustment other than the stop collar on the driver.
Which is a quick adjustment with the turn of the collar.
So with the K5, what we would have to do is make an adjustment on the Kreg jig and then also make an adjustment on the stop collar, so it just makes it a lot faster. So we're gonna do, okay, so Whitney has very kindly drilled 3/4 inch pocket holes on the back side of this. So we are now attaching this board. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this, like this. We are attaching the 1x4 board to the 1x2s with 1 1/4 inch pocket hole screws and wood glue. Excuse my horrid nails, it's been a week. And I'm not worried about this splintering right here because we are not gonna see that. It's going against the back slats. Okay, flip it upside down. And I'm gonna do the same thing on this piece. So track is done. And we are going to, let's set out, we might need to move to the floor for this.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna move to the floor for this to make it easier. So these 1x4s are the back supports to keep the boards together. And these are gonna be 1 3/4 inch from each side. This is going to go right there. So we're gonna make it all nice and pretty, but this is the main idea of it.
So I'm using the quick flip and I'm gonna just get all the holes ready for Ash. Because that's the kind of sister that I am.
So what we're doing now, I've already marked 1 3/4 inches from the ends of each side, and now we're just going back and attaching these 2x4s to the back supports. We're just gonna space them evenly out. They'll be flush on both ends, and then we'll just space them out in between.
Texas. Yeehaw.
So we've got the back done, we've got the main chair done. Now we're gonna attach the arm, and this is actually a 2x6 board that I ripped down to 3 inches, and let me just show you. It will slide right here for the slider. Boop. So that is gonna go centered right here, and we're actually attaching this with a 1.5 inch by 2 inch hinge. We are not going to use the screws that comes with this because they're really short 3/4 inch screws, and these are going to be outside. So we are using outdoor wood screws for the attachment. That's all. Oh yeah! So we have an arm. Now we've got the arm attached. We are going to bring this guy over.
You work out, so I'm just gonna let you lift that up.
Sometimes-ish. So the easiest way to do this is to set it right upside down as if it's folded completely over. So we've put the back upside down so that we can attach the back to the seat slats with a piano hinge. So this is going to be seam side out, and we're just gonna center it.
Tell me when.
I think it needs to be like right under that. So let's attach this one first. And we're also using outdoor wood screws for this part too, just for added. Actually, we're just mostly doing it because it's easier than pre-drilling. All right, let's give it a try. Oh, it works. Awesome. Okay, so now we need to just nail in these things. So that's a good spot to sit, right?
Sure, why not?
So I've got these 1x4 blocks cut. They are 3.5 inch by 3.5 inch, and they fit right here, just inside of this. So what you're gonna do is decide exactly where you want to be able to rest your lounge chair. I usually put one up here, and then I'll put one down here to sit up a little bit higher. So we'll go ahead and do one of them right here, and we are gonna attach these with wood glue and 1 1/4 inch wood screws. So now that we've got that done, the final step, I added some armrests to the design. So I have ripped these, I believe they're 2 1/4 inches wide, it's on the plans. And those are going to, we're gonna put them about right here. I need to check the spacing.
I think this shows our personality differences though. Those are Ashley's plans. Those are mine for the build. Like I do them after, but like this is how I plan. And like that's actually.
I've got like all
type A, type B.
Whitney's like, we'll see what happens.
This tells me everything I need to know.
So the top of the armrests are 2x4s that I ripped to 2 1/4 inches, and underneath the little arm supports, we've got some little 2x2s, also ripped from 2x4. I've already drilled 3/4 inch pocket holes. The 1.5 inch pocket holes were too big, so we are using 2.5 inch pocket hole screws with 3/4 inch pocket holes.
Oh, nice! I've never done that before.
We're gonna attach them to the bottom of the arms. They're gonna attach like this, and then we're going to nail these trim pieces right here. So we used our pocket hole screws to attach all 4 of the little arm supports. And now we're gonna go in from the top with 2.5 inch wood screws. So we are going from the top with our quick flip, and we are boring holes for 2.5 inch outdoor screws from the top. So I am painting these, and we're gonna be able to fill it and sand it, and you will never know that it was there.
So our last step is going to be to add the cute little trim pieces. This is just 1x2, and if you want to come over here, G, you can see we're going to use wood glue, and we're going to nail that right in place, and it makes it look like one connected piece. What a great design, Miss Ashley. Thanks. Done and done. I love the design of this chair, Ashley.
I can't wait to get it home, sand it down, paint it, and just relax on it next to my pool.
I think it's a great plan.
And with the money that I saved building it myself, I was able to splurge on these super comfy cushions. Make sure that you subscribe to our channel so you don't miss another video. Happy building!
Okay, what's the first step?
Okay.
Ash.
Okay. So we have moved everything to our we
Smell the dog poop with the window open?
No.
Sorry. Go ahead.
We are using
blue coat.
I was waiting for you to stop.
Oh, sorry. Jeffrey, we're trying to get done by her call.
It's 11:26.
Okay. I literally just had a sweat drop go in my nose. Sorry, go ahead.
Yum.
And it's done, and now we get to add the 24 slots.
Maybe 26? I can't remember.
Now we get to add the 26 slots.
Oh yeah. So we have an arm. It's a little crooked. It's fine. It's fine. So now
it doesn't matter.
It's never not worked.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Ignore this.
Awesome. Isn't this cute though?
I'm gonna go add her. Ow!
Oh my gosh, are you okay?
Oh yeah, I'm okay. It was more fat than muscle. It's sandable. It's sandable. Bloom anyway. I'm not gonna fix it. Whoa! What just happened?
Nothing. You're fine.
It's sandable. I love the design of this chair, Ashley. You have to talk about what you still need to do.
Yeah.
I love the design.